Hello everyone, good morning. It's your favorite coach Larry FX Academy once again, and today we are going to be discussing about the BTC USD, which is the Bitcoin US dollar, United States dollar. So I have some markups on my chart, but I'll be clearing everything so we can look at this chart afresh. Now we have Bitcoin currently sitting at the price $97,000, $97,302 basically. And what can we clearly see on this chart? Now, in order to be able to look at this chart properly, we can easily say we have clear levels for what we'll say break of structures. So we have this is our first level. It's a clear level for a break of structure. I'll simply clone it multiple times. Yeah. I think this is enough. So we have one here, which is a break of structure. This was a break of structure, but I'd simply say it was a break of structure that didn't hold. Yeah, we got a break of structure, but it didn't hold at the bottom here. And then that was just that. Then we have this. This was a break of structure, but didn't hold. You understand? So those are the different structures we saw towards the upside. One break of structure, break here, and then this is a new high, which basically we can now call a level of resistance. But it could be a slight resistance because price actually got to this point and dropped. So on the smaller time frame, there's a rejection going on here. So we can simply watch what will happen. So now, that being the case, I would simply mark the levels, which are the lows. So we have this as one of the major lows. Let me see if I can make the chart a little bit wide for you. So good. We have this area as a major low. We also have this point as a major low. And we have this point as a major low. So those are the lows we have for this particular market. Now one other thing we can easily do is we have this level of resistance. We connect it to the next level of resistance and then we see what happens on the chart. So I have level resistance 1, 2, and then what can we easily do? We simply drag it across. So on this market, we can't use Fibonacci because the Fibonacci has actually reacted from this zone to the upside. Now we have price at this high. So what will you be looking out for? Actually, I would still clearly be looking out for price to tap into this level, into this trend line, and then from this trend line begin to give us rejections to this low. So we have market to trade between here and this low within the next session or anything one could call it. But then the possibility is also very high that price could fall from here to the downside, depending on what structure is being created here. That is what will determine what the market will do. So I think you can see we had rejection here. Price also pushed up a little bit and then began to give a major rejection. We had a major rejection here, like this kind of a candlestick, and price just began to fall from there. So we could clearly begin to see Bitcoin fall again to this point or even go below. But I'm very clear that it's not going to be, even if it drops to the 30,000 and all of that, we should still see price rally to the upside. So on the daily time frame, things are still going on the same way. It's looking bearish. It's still looking bearish based on what we have on this particular chart. Some persons are still going to be bullish on this market, and I think that is just the best thing to do, to still be bullish because it's a bullish trend. What will you be doing on this particular bullish move? Yeah, so what will you be doing on this bullish move? Basically, nothing much. Nothing much. I would simply say, hmm, for Bitcoin now, the simple bias is it hasn't broken any low from this side. Okay, this was the last break of structure. This was the low which created our break of structure. It didn't break it. And this was the last break of structure. So we could still be up for a buy into this area here. Let's see. Using our Fibonacci retracement to mark it from this point to this point. And then we have our liquidity grab here, where buyers tried getting into the market but they failed. And then this is what we have. Price didn't get to the stop loss, you understand? So if you're in for a buy, you would have gotten in for a buy here, and then you aim at this particular price point. We can simply just adjust your stop loss. Ideally, we put our stop loss at the low, but you can still just adjust your stop loss. So this is what we'll be having for Bitcoin. Yes, this is my analysis. It's pretty simple. We looked out for everything. We looked out for our liquidity grab. We looked out for our break of structure. We looked out for our swing low and swing high, which is a point A and point B, and price respecting the 0.679 level, and then we should be heading for take profit. So we should be in a buy for this particular pair from my buyers here. Do have a wonderful day, guys. Peace, one love.